I'm going, yeah, we're going to win. What about it? We knew, and I was like, we knew that we were going to win. Everybody's telling you guys got it, man. You guys got it in the bag.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times award shows got it wrong.
Sir, I have an opinion on this matter.
Well, by all means, share it with the squad.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most controversial award show wins and outcomes that had many screaming foul. If we missed any of your favourite passed over performances, songs or movies, let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis beat Kendrick Lamar. 56th Annual Grammy Awards.
I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up.
We're all adult enough to admit that we jammed out to Macklemore and Ryan Lewis's Thrift Shop in the early 2010s, but we're also adult enough to admit that it didn't exactly deserve more hype than anything by Kendrick Lamar. At the 56th Grammy Awards in 2014, Lamar lost to the hip-hop duo at almost every turn.
Woo! Wow, we're here on this stage right now.
Not only did Macklemore and Ryan Lewis win Best New Artist over the rap god, but The Heist also beat out Good Kid, Mad City for Best Rap Album. To make matters worse, Thrift Shop won Best Rap Performance over Swimming Pools, Drank. This turn of events wasn't received well at the time, and many feel it continues to age poorly.
I know that you're nauseous right now and I'm hoping to lead you to victory, Kendrick.
Number 9, Gary Oldman wins Best Actor, 90th Academy Awards. Looking back at the Oscars' Best Actor race through the years, 2018 was an especially stacked group. You had two young bucks in Timothée Chalamet for Call Me By Your Name and Daniel Kaluuya in Get Out.
You've got something. The images you capture, so brutal, so melancholic. It's powerful stuff, I think.
Thank you.
You also had two veterans giving wonderful performances, with Daniel Day-Lewis in Phantom Thread and Denzel Washington in Roman J. Israel Esquire. Yet, Gary Oldman won that year for his performance as Winston Churchill in Darkest Hour.
I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat.
Oldman is definitely good in the movie, but you could say that his hair and makeup arguably do lots of the work for him. Considering the amazing group of actors he was up against, many felt the Academy just got it wrong this time around.
Yes, the situation is still very confused.
Number 8, Jethro Tull's Crest of a Knave wins Best Hard Rock Metal Performance, 31st Annual Grammy Awards. When you think of hard rock or metal, you think of AC/DC, Metallica, and Jethro Tull? That's probably not the first band that comes to mind now, but in 1989, it was for Grammy voters. This year marked the first time the Grammys gave an award for Best Hard Rock Metal Performance, and everyone pretty much expected Metallica to snag the prize.
Taking my heart, taking my legs, taking my soul, living with life in
But in a last-minute surprise, British band Jethro Tull took home the award for their Crest of a Knave album. Looking back now, there's just no way most people would put them in the same genre category as bands like Metallica. It's like comparing apples and oranges.
Yeah, they're older people, in Nashville, and they're, producers, musicians, and, older kind of people who haven't really latched onto the new kind of thing yet.
Number 7, Eric Clapton's Layla wins Best Rock Song, 35th Annual Grammy Awards. Going into the 35th Grammy Awards, there was a lot of goodwill for British artist Eric Clapton. His son had died 2 years prior, and his touching song, Tears in Heaven, deservedly took home a bunch of awards.
And I know there'll be no more tears in heaven.
However, many were skeptical about his win in one category in particular. Clapton's tune Layla was named Best Rock Song.
Layla, got me on my knees, Layla.
Maybe Maybe it was a little strange for him to win for an acoustic recording of a song that originally came out more than 2 decades earlier. But beyond that, he also beat a very important tune in the history of rock and roll. That's right, Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit was nominated. That's probably not the best look, Grammys. Number 6, Kevin Costner wins Best Director, 63rd Academy Awards. When Martin Scorsese finally won his Best Directing Oscar for The Departed in 2007, the film community breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Long overdue. I couldn't believe with his resume that he hadn't had a whole trophy case full of Oscars. So I'm just ecstatic for him.
While it might not be the movie that he should have won for, pretty much everyone agreed that he deserved a Best Director trophy. Plus, he had been slighted before, most notably in 1991.
You're just funny. It's funny, the way you tell the story and everything.
Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it?
Goodfellas is one of the greatest films of the 90s, and possibly of any decade. Scorsese went hard, but apparently it couldn't compete with the cultural sway of Dances with Wolves, starring and directed by Kevin Costner. Costner won the award at the 1991 ceremony, meaning he had a Best Directing Oscar before Marty. Let that sink in.
What am I, a mirage?
Number 5, Carol Reed wins Best Director, 41st Academy Awards. These days, it's largely understood that Stanley Kubrick was one of the great American filmmakers. Yet, he has never won an Academy Award for Best Director. How can that be, you might ask? What about 2001: A Space Odyssey?
I can see you're really upset about this. I honestly think you ought to sit down calmly, take a stress pill and think things over.
Well, what's now considered one of the most influential films of all time wasn't enough to win Kubrick a directing Oscar. He was nominated, but beaten out by Carol Reed, the director of the movie adaptation of Oliver.
Sure. Oh, yes. We're all ladies and gentlemen round here. We're all quality.
Don't you take no notice of them, Oliver. Just because you got manners and they ain't.
Listen, we love musicals as much as the next YouTube channel, and Oliver is a fun film, but hindsight is 2020, and it blows our and many other people's minds that Kubrick didn't win.
We sit down, we talk it over, we think it out, we decide upon a proper course of safe action, we stay calm!
Number 4, The Artist wins big, 84th Academy Awards. In the year 2012, a little film called The Artist won the Academy Award for Best Picture. In fact, it didn't just snag the big Oscar, it won 5.
Perfect! Beautiful. Can you give me just one more?
Now, we're not saying it's a bad film, but as it fades out of popular favour, numerous critics and movie fans alike look back on this outcome and wonder how it came to be. ...2011 wasn't necessarily the strongest film year in recent history, but it did include a little picture called Moneyball, and another called The Tree of Life. Many would have loved to see Moneyball take home the main prize, or Terrence Malick be named Best Director. Instead, all of those awards and more went to The Artist.
Oscar are bigger than, that's something that you don't even dream about.
Yeah. Number 3, Shakespeare in Love wins Best Picture, 71st Academy Awards. Saving Private Ryan is widely regarded as one of Steven Spielberg's greatest films, and one of the best war films, period. So you might be surprised to realise that it didn't actually win Best Picture at the 1999 Oscars.
Oh, it's German. Yeah. Never heard of that.
Instead, a movie called Shakespeare in Love was awarded the coveted prize. If you ask around, however, a solid number of people will tell you that Saving Private Ryan was the superior movie, and undoubtedly deserved that honour.
Hey, so Captain, what about you? You don't gripe at all?
I don't gripe to you, Ryben. I'm a captain. There's a chain of command. Gripes go up, not down, always up. You gripe to me, I gripe to my superior officer, so on, so on, so on.
We like Shakespeare in Love a lot, but we can't say we disagree with that assessment. As far as upsets go, this was a huge one, and it still weighs heavy on many hearts. We don't know if the Academy will ever live it down.
No, it will turn out well.
How will it?
I don't know. It's a mystery.
Number 2, Adele's 25 wins Album of the Year, 59th Annual Grammy Awards. An outcome so controversial, even the winner wanted to apologise.
I can't possibly accept this award, and I'm very humbled and I'm very grateful and gracious, but my artist of my life is Beyoncé.
Listen, we adore Adele, and her album 25 is one of her greatest achievements. Any other year, we, like most folks, would have been down for her to win big at the Grammys. But in 2016, something unprecedented happened. Lemonade by Beyoncé overtook the world, sonically and visually.
Know that I kept it sexy and know I kept it fun. There's something that I'm missing, maybe my head for one.
It was such an undeniable body of work that even Adele seemed flabbergasted by her Album of the Year win. During her speech, she said she couldn't accept the award and took a moment to recognise Beyoncé's incredible achievement. It was, as you might expect, a sweet sight.
You are our light. And the way that you make me and my friends feel, the way you make my black friends feel is empowering, and you make them stand up for themselves. And I love you, I always have, and I always will.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Forrest Gump wins Best Picture, 67th Academy Awards. Better than Pulp Fiction and The Shawshank Redemption? That's debatable.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
The Golden Compass wins Best Visual Effects, 80th Academy Awards. Not everyone was happy that this beat out Transformers.
Ask me something only you know.
How did I become king?
How Green Was My Valley wins Best Picture, 14th Academy Awards. We guess Citizen Kane is just for chumps, huh?
Every straw vote, every independent poll shows that I'll be elected.
The Practice wins Outstanding Drama Series, 51st Primetime Emmy Awards. Many felt that anything beating The Sopranos this year was just wrong.
I was sad to see him go. Oh, Jesus. Now he's gonna cry.
24 wins Outstanding Drama Series, 58th Primetime Emmy Awards. The show was widely considered to be past its prime when it won this year.
I want to thank Bob and Joel for creating a show that most people didn't think would last for 1 year, let alone 6.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Al Pacino wins Best Actor, 65th Academy Awards. Al Pacino is no doubt one of the greatest actors the world has ever seen. There are plenty of performances he should have won a Best Actor Oscar for.
You want to wipe everybody out?
I don't feel I have to wipe everybody out, Tom. Just my enemies. That's all.
The Godfather Part 2, Serpico, Dog Day Afternoon, we could go on. But in 1993, when he got the award for portraying Lieutenant Colonel Frank Slade in Scent of a Woman, there was someone many felt deserved it more.
If I were the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this place!
That year, none other than Denzel Washington was nominated for the titular role in the Spike Lee movie Malcolm X. Once again, absolutely no shade to Pacino, but this performance from Washington is outstanding and deserved way more recognition than it got.
All right, break it up. You got what you wanted.
No, I'm not satisfied.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.